Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you happen to be new here, my name is Kate. And yeah, we're gonna be starting a series on this channel called the ComeBack Kid. So if that's something that you're interested in or you're curious who's on the list, then just keep watching. So our very first plant on this list is going to be this Calathea Rosepicta. So it's a Calathea medallion is how I learned its name originally and how most people see it at the store. So why is she my comeback kid? Let's talk about her story, shall we? So I bought her at Walter Anderson. She's living her best life, having a great time. I'm feeding her filtered water. She's loving life. Well, as the summer progressed, it was getting closer for me to head back to work. So I said, you know what? I want plants in my classroom this year. So I put her in my car and I headed to my classroom and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get her in just a minute. I just gotta get this stuff up to the classroom. Well, a minute turned into an hour, turned into many hours. And after about 8 hours, I realized I had forgotten her in the car. Mind you, it was the summer, so it was hot. There was no airflow going through the car at that time. And when I finally went down to rescue her, she really looked like she had just been killed. And I thought I had murdered this plant and I felt really, really bad about that. And I said, okay, well, Kate, you know what? She is an understory plant and she doesn't need a lot of sun. So let's take her upstairs to your classroom and hope for the best. So over the time of when I kind of burnt her to a crisp and bringing her up to my classroom, I would just check her soil from time to time. If it was dry, I would give her some more filtered water. I was really, really careful about making sure it was filtered because at this point I knew like she needed all the help she could get. And you know, I would check in on her like every couple weeks or so, nothing. And then after a couple months, I saw these little shoots coming up out of the soil and I thought, is that possible? Is she coming back to life? Could it be? Was she not dead yet? So I sat there and I was like, oh my gosh, I really, really hope she's coming back. And you know, I didn't want to rush her. I didn't want to like scare her, put too much pressure on her. So I kind of just let her be still. And as those shoots kind of started to come up more and more, we started to see a leaf unfurl. You cannot imagine how excited my students and I were to see this. So one leaf unfurled, then another grew and unfurled. And then before we knew it, we had 4 leaves. Absolutely amazing. And as you can see on the underneath, it is got the very typical Calathea, like purple underside. And the top of the leaves right now the patterning is starting to show up. But as we look down here kind of at this stem, it does look like there are 2 more parts that are splitting. Could those possibly turn into more leaves? Maybe. I mean, you can definitely see the remnants of the trauma that she went through. So the fact that she has made it this far makes me extremely happy. I also think because she's an understory plant, she fares really well. I hate to say it, but in the fluorescent light of my classroom, I have double paned windows, so she wouldn't get like natural light that way, but she seems to be happy. So if you're thinking about getting, you know, plants for your classroom or something like that, maybe some Calatheas would be a good option because you don't need to fuss with them too much and you just have to give it the right kind of water. And it doesn't really need a lot of light in the sense of some of these other ones. At least for me, that's how she's responding. So of course, she had to be first on my list. She's absolutely stunning. I love her. I bought her. She's one of my oldest plants and I still love her. She's at least a couple years old, or she's about 1.5 years, I would say. Anyway, I really love her and I hope you do too. She is the first on our list of the ComeBack Kid. And next month I will have another ComeBack Kid plant for you. And then if I have any more, as they come up, this series will pop up, but I don't think this will be a series that you can count on every single month. So you're definitely gonna wanna ring that bell so that when the next ComeBack Kid plant pops up, you will be the first to be notified. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, leave it a big thumbs up. Help this channel grow. I would really appreciate that. Hit that little subscribe button. If you think this would be beneficial to someone else, you can share it as well. And as always, if you, mention this on Instagram or something like that, I will be sure to repost in my Insta stories. So anyway, with that said, have a great one, you guys, and I will see you soon.